one of the things, as you were speaking, one of the things that came to my mind was the importance of financial institutions buying into this, because it does create trust. Without trust, if people no longer trust the financial institutions and the financial industry, we're in trouble. So it's incredibly important that we have an Ombud that is trusted. And that is why I think the financial industry does buy into the whole. They listen to you, they take your recommendations, because they recognize that. And if systemic risks are being picked up, if you're finding that there's a piece of legislation or wording in documents that is consistently going against consumers, that is something that you can, this is very important. And so maybe just talk a little bit about fairness.
So the Ombud scheme has a fairness jurisdiction, which our regulators don't have. So a regulator can look at a complaint. If they receive a complaint, they can look, did the institution follow the letter of the law? Yes or no? But we go beyond that. So I think starting point is still the legal contract, because all of these matters start with a legal relationship between the customer and the financial institution. I mean, otherwise, where do you start?
Have some sort of basis.
There's a basis. So we start there. It's not like we just take that contract and throw it out the window and don't have any regard to it. No. We do have to start there. But then there's also the latest legislation, and then there's case law. And then after taking all of that into account, we still have a fairness jurisdiction where we can say, we see all of this. We see the contract clause. We see what the parties agree to. But in this matter, the outcome is inherently unfair, and we want to convince the institution to do something different. Sometimes we get them to rewrite the clauses, because they see that if we find that it's unfair to a consumer in this instance, we will see it in the next one too. But we often just need that first case, for somebody to bring it to us to say, hang on, why does it work like that? This is not right. We need to do it differently. And the financial institutions often, they are really willing to listen to us when we say to them, the rest is all fine, but this one clause that this consumers are complaining about needs to change.